India, the mother of democracy. I have pleasure of introducing the speaker, Dr. Padmakar Prahlad Prabhune. Like I said, he is a we are honored to have you here today, sir. He is a very distinguished academician, researcher, and a very multifaceted personality. I have here his CV. I'm sure that it is a very brief CV. I know he would have taken a lot of time to reduce it to just 3 pages, but looking at all his achievements, I'm sure that it can run even up to 15 to 20 pages. Professor Prabhune is currently an associate professor in the history at the Department of History and AIHC&A at Chandmal Tarachan Bora College of Arts, Commerce and Science in Shirur in Pune. Professor Prabhune has done his PhD in history, and he has also done his MA in history, MA in Indology, MA, MPhil in history, and he is proficient in Marathi, Hindi, Sanskrit, Pali, and English. So I don't think there are many people who can speak Pali in India. So we have somebody who can do that, and his skills, it is very varied, it is multidimensional. He is a certified trainer of neuro-linguistic programming. He is a trainer in Brahmi and Modi scripts. He has deciphering skills of coins, inscriptions, and sculptures. And he is also an expert in e-content development. And he has developed a created YouTube channel on history, archaeology, Indology, e-content. And he is also he has organized one UGC funded certificate course, national seminars, and many such things. And he is also an expert in numismatics, Modi script, and historiography. And Sir has around 21 years of teaching experience. He has completed 4 research projects, and he is currently involved in 1 research project, and he has several publications to his credit. He has 3 book chapters, and he has around 40 publications. He has edited proceedings, and he also has general articles numbering to around 65. And he also has held several positions, most of them very prestigious positions, and just to name a few of them, which I found very interesting. He was the coordinator, National Seminar on Terrorism and National Development, and he was also a coordinator in Avishkar Zonal Research Project Competition, and he is also a coordinator for IQAC in his college, and he is also a nodal officer for the UGC. Sir, it is an honor to have you in our midst here. Thank you very much for sparing your time. Very warm welcome on behalf of Svyasa. We have here our honorable registrar, who will be the chief guest of today's function. I will hand over the phone to him very briefly, sir. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time and then interacting with our students. As you know, the topic is India, the mother of democracy. Democracy has been existing in India right from the Vedic ages. And then some of you are actually probably will be even studying, and I'm sure he will have a chance to mention in his talk. And dharma, which is the very root of the Indian system of governance, is all through, pervading all through our ancient literature and lore. So on the occasion of the 75 years of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, the government of India is celebrating this through spreading the rich, the awareness of the rich heritage which we all inherited or which we all have from our ancients, rishis, and then we in the Svyasa Yoga University are actually uniquely privileged because we learn this one through our subject curriculum itself. I'm very happy that now the sir will be giving us an overview of from various dimensions. Over to you, sir. Thank you very much for sparing your time.
Thank you, sir. Uh, Respected Registrar of the Svyasa University, Shivashankar Sai S. Sir, Professor Ramesh M.N., who is the Dean of Academics, the present teacher, and my dear students. Actually, it's Ramesh Sir. Actually, Ramesh Sir has very generously introduced myself, and it has, in a way, it has increased your expectations about me. I don't know whether I'm beholden for it or not, but still, I shall try my level best to convey the subject. I'm extremely thankful to the Vice Chancellor and all the team, the respected Registrar Sir, the Dean of Academics, and all of you for giving me this nice opportunity to have a dialogue with you, to have an interaction with you. Actually, our government, that means the University Grants Commission, is celebrating, as Sir just now had made a mention, that Azadika, under the theme of Azadika Amrut Mahotsav, India, a mother of democracy. Actually, you see, the subject for today's presentation, my presentation, I shall be sharing my presentation with you all, is a subject that is the Janatantra as perceived through the province of Gadajana Padas. And that presentation I shall be sharing with you. So, without getting much of your time, I would like to share my presentation with you. Give me a minute, please. Yeah, I hope the presentation is visible, isn't it? Hello. Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
yeah. Thank you, sir. Actually, you see, India, a mother of democracy. So, some might be astonished to know that how India is a mother of democracy, as we have been already taught that England is called as the mother of democracy or the world democracy. But if you see the Indian tradition and the Indian history, and if you decolonize the Indian history, especially, it is obvious that anybody who want to rule on any area or country, he obviously used to spray his own ideas and his own myths of his greatness or the very nature of its power. Actually, there was a Marxist scholar. His name was Antonio Gramsci. And Antonio Gramsci has put forth a very interesting. Excuse me, I hope there is some disturbance. Hello? Hello, am I audible properly? Hello?
Sir, yes, sir. Your voice.
Yeah, okay. So, you see, that theory itself speaks about any ruling dynasty or a ruler. He used to do such things, that means propounding his ideas, his myths, and his greatness. He used to, in a way, he want that means that. Excuse me, I hope there is some disturbance. Yeah. So that power used to propound their own theories and their own myths about the history. And if we decolonize the history, we shall very easily get the references of Janatantra, Lokatantra as our Rajyatantra in from right from the Rigvedic period. In fact, Dr. Vasant Shinde, who was a ex-vice chancellor of Deccan College Archaeological Department, he has put forth that one theory of so-called Aryan invasion, and he has clearly shown that that type of at least local type of democratic values were definitely co-current during the Indus Valley civilization, as there is no evidence of any ruler type of entity in the Indus Valley civilization. Now, see, my subject is related, as Sir has told you all, that my specialization is in numismatics and epigraphy. That is the science of writing, ancient writing, and epigraphy, and numismatics, that is the science of coins, studying the coins, medals, and all those things. So I shall be specially talking upon on the subject in a very few time. I shall be talking to you. I shall try to convey that how the coins of Ganajanapada, they can show us, they can present the facts that there was a Janatantra in our country, at least during the period of Ganajanapada in ancient times. Okay, so let's begin with the very ideas of it. Now, see, this is a concept map, or sorry, this is a concept note, or rather framework of what I want to have a dialogue with you on, which that means India is having a unique and uninterrupted tradition of metallic coin money existed at least as old as since 6th century BC. Dr. Parmeshwarilal Gupta, who is known as the father of Indian numismatics, he is of the opinion that Indian numismatics can date back to the 8th century BC. That means 800 years prior to the before commencement of the Common Era, and now we are in 2022. So approximately 2600 years, 2600 years, we have an unbroken, uninterrupted tradition of metallic money in our country. That is one of the greatest unique feature of our culture, as your university is a specially yoga university. So I shall not dare to talk on the importance of culture in front of you learned people. Now, see, one of the archaic group of our coins, actually the our numismatic practices began in the 6th century, at least before Common Era, and actually those coins are known as punchmark coins of India. One series which actually succeeded after the benchmark coins, that is technically known as tribal coins, because some of the Ganajanapadas, they were issued by these tribal people, but not all the Ganajanapadas were of the tribal nature. Some of them, they were definitely of a tribal nature. Now, see, you will get, now I shall not read all the things. You shall get, you will be getting those getting to see those coins in the next slides. But you see, these ancient republics, Gana Janapada, themselves, they speak about their very nature of being in a way republic. Now you see, there are several types of that means a state. That means if you technically see, patrimonial bureaucratic state is there, autocratic rule state is there, segmentary state propounded by in case of Cholas and Pandyas, especially
Sir, I think there is some problem with the network. We cannot hear you, sir.
Can you hear us, sir? Can you hear us, sir? You there, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm connected.
Yes. Yeah, you can continue.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
You may continue, sir, now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is it visible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Dear friends, respected sirs and dear friends, it is said by Swami Vivekananda that no good thing can be done without obstruction. It is those preserve the end that is success. So this obstacle in the connectivity will be beneficial for us. Sorry for this interruption, dear friends. You see, we were talking about the conceptual framework, and after that, when respected sir called me upon that the range has gone. So that time we were talking about that metallic money is free from any sort of interpolations. That means if you see, as you're from Bengaluru, so that area where there were in the 12th century, there was a rule of Hoysala rulers at Bar Samudra. So Hoysala rulers, the coins of Hoysala rulers can't be interpolated after when they were minted, when they were came into the circulation, then it is not possible for us to interpolate something in those coins. So that is very important nature of a numismatic source or even of a archaeological source, or you see the copper plates, the inscriptions, stone inscriptions. We cannot alter it. That is the problem with the recensions of a work. For say, for Mahabharata, there are several hundreds of recensions and versions. In a case of any literary work, it may you may get some interpolations into that, and you may get the later recension, but not in case of coins. So coins are as it is as they were minted during the ancient times. One cannot change it. So that is very important nature and historiographical feature of numismatic source. So these the coins minted in the 6th century BC at the time of Bhagwan Buddha, Bhagwan Mahavir, and several scholars were there. They were known as heterodox thinkers. So that type of things were there, and those coins are unchanged till today, and we are having we can have it. I have a collection of such 4 5,000 ancient coins with me. So friends, you see now very going into the very preliminary things of it. Janapada means where the people they put their foot, that is Janapad. That means a small nagaras, the small townships, and in a way petty, as we called in Sanskrit, bastis. So that type of Janapadas were there during the time of Rigvedic period. And these Janapadas, actually, they have got some different meaning in the later period. But these Janapadas, they resulted into the 16 Mahajanapadas during the time of Bhagwan Buddha. And after that, during right from the age of Mauryas, that is the third century BC, up to the third century, fourth century BCE, up to the third century, there were several republics and Ganarajyas in our country. Majority of them were in the especially located in the north area, but now the history of South India is rewritten, and now you see the Pandyan kingdom, the Chola kingdom, the Cheras in Kerala, the Satya Putras, lot many people, the Satvahanas in Deccan, especially in Karnataka and in Maharashtra also, in Deccan, Satvahanas, and lot many rulers. Now new history is coming up, and we are having a look at even several Ganajanapadas in South India also. Now 16 Mahajanapadas, among them one was in Deccan, its name was Ashmaka. Okay, so these Mahajanapadas were of a nature of republic. Though they were having king, he was a trusty king. Okay, sometimes in these small Janapadas, that ruler, king, was directly elected from the masses, and he used to say that, for instance, if I want to get myself as a king of Bengaluru, I shall be standing in front of you and telling you how I have done something for the welfare of Bengaluru and Karnataka state, then you will be voting for me possibly, and if you wish, I may get a position of king. So it was a direct democracy during the ancient times. There were a lot many things. Especially in the case of Cholas from Tanjavur, there are very clear references of direct democracy and lot many republic traditions they were having, the election system and lot many things. Okay. Now you see, on the basis of coins, we shall be dealing only with the 4th century BCE to the 3rd century BCE. The three types of coins three types of Janapadas according to the coins are: one is Janapada, that is tribal state. I have tried to put it in the Kannada script also. Then Paura Janapada, that is city states, and third is Nigama. Let's forget about Nigama now. Let's concentrate only on Janapada and Paura Janapada. Paura Janapada is city state. That means Bangalore is itself a city state. Mysore is itself a city state. Chitradurga is itself a city state. Hospet is itself a city state. Like that, not many city states, they were also having their own coinage. And the Janapadas also, there were not many Janapadas also. Now you see, this is a map prepared especially by me on the basis of coins, because sometimes these Janapadas are migratory. We all know about Sikandar or Alexander. And Alexander, he invaded India. It is generally said that he invaded Takshashila, and with with Ambi, he went on to the Zelam river, and he had a fierce battle with Porus, that is Puru. That type of history is only told to us, but it is not told to us that while returning to his country, that means Macedonia, Alexander has a fierce battle with these Ganajanapadas. One among them, its name was Kshudraka. Though its name was Kshudraka, it was very mighty and it was very great. And Malava. So the queen Mashakavati of that Malava, she fiercely had a battle with Alexander, and one poisonous arrow of Shudraka Janapada from one of the unnamed soldier of Shudraka Janapada hit the Alexander, and because of the gangrene in between, he never reached to Macedonia, his homeland or motherland. He never reached there. At Babylon, in between, he unfortunately died. Or fortunately, I won't say he fortunately died, but he died in that battle because of that battle. So these Janapadas, they were in present-day Pakistan and Afghanistan, and afterwards, some of them they migrated. Now you see, you can have a look at Malava. Now in the MP area, we call it as Malwa. Okay, Malwa region, we call it as Malwa region. The adjoining area of Narmada River is a very pious river, Narmada, and at the banks of Shipra there is Ujjain. So Malav, they migrated from present-day Pakistan to present-day Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so that type of migrations were there. They are evident from the Greek literature. Well, so this map is I have on purpose prepared on the basis of coins. Now you see Ashwaka is here near the Takshashila, near Islamabad, present day Islamabad. Then Kuluta is Kullu Valley. Then Shimla is nearby. Then Chandigarh. Then Yaudayas will be there. We shall be talking about the coins of all these people, Yaudayas. Rajanya are there. Kaushambi city state is there. Varanasi. We know Varanasi. Then Ujjain. We know Ujjain. That is, there is a famous temple of Karkeshwara, like Mahakal. Karkeshwara temple, from which the Cancer tropic goes on. So Vidisha is there. Bhadravati in the near the Nagpur in Deccan, and Tagara near Ter, Usmanabad. So Bhrugukachcha is Bhadoch in Gujarat, present day Gujarat state. So these all city states and Janapada, they issue their own coins. Now see how these coins were looking like. Now see, there were Ashwakas, Kada, Puru Paurav, Rajanya, Trigartha, Vemaki, Audumbar, Uninda, Yaudheyas. Panini has mentioned these Yaudheyas as Yodhajivi. They were warlike people. their main business was doing a war. Now Vrishnis, Bhagwan Sri Krishna, who were the ancestors of Bhagwan Sri Krishna, sorry, successors of Bhagwan Sri Krishna, and Shibi in Rajasthan, Arjunayan, Shudra, Malav, all these people, they are Janapadas. Now see, these are the oldest of Indian coins. Now see, these coins are known as benchmark coins of India. Now you see, uh, these coins are they are not having any script or any symbol of script on them, but still, on the basis of their find, that is provenance, their find place, and on the basis of symbols, on the basis of riverine systems, that means in which valley they are generally the scholars or the archaeologists they are getting a hunt of these coins. So that type of area can be in a way it can be identified with the Mahajanapada of that time. So this coin is from Gandhar and it is known as bent bar. It is known as Vakrapatta in Sanskrit, as you all know the Sanskrit very well than me. So Vakrapatta is a specific, the oldest known Indian coin is a Vakrapatta. So these coins are minted at Gandhar. That is very interesting. And now see Deccan Janapada. There was a Janapada at Deccan, the Ashmaka. The coins of Ashmaka were like this. Same symbols you will get on thousands of coins, hundreds of coins, and they are all are unearthed or found at similar place, not out of the riverine reach. That means not out of the valley, especially for say we call it as in Khoro in Marathi. So that valley type of thing, you can't get the coins out of it. That means the provenance, the find spot of those coins are always in the valley. So these coins are identified as the coins of Ashmaka Janapada. Now see, this is a Kuntal Janapada. Then this coin is having a very nice bullock cart on it. These are all made of punchmark technique. This is Gandhar bend bar. This is Shakya Janapada. These coins were minted by the Shakya people who were from the same clan hailed Bhagwan Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama. So these Shakya, these coins are found only in the Gorakhpur area. And these coins are also. So you see, all these ancient archaic punch marked coins, these coins are minted with the help of punches. These separate punches are there. We are not going to talk about these coins. Now see, a coin series after this coin are known as the coins of Ganajanapadas. They range between the 4th century BC to the 3rd century AD or ACE, that is after the Common Era. Now you see, these coins are from Takshashila. Takshila local coinage. And on these coins, you will find one panther, he is shown here, and one elephant who is walking towards right is shown on these coins. These are the oldest coins of Kandhar Janapada, like the Panchmark coin, and these coins are minted by the local Janapada. Now see, some other coins are there. There was a clan, its name was Vemaki. So on the coins of Pemaki, you will get a Brahmi script legend and a Kharoshti script legend, and in which they are clearly saying that we are a Janapad. There are some rulers also, Shivadatas, etc., etc. But as we have discussed just now, that before some time we have discussed that there was a direct democracy in the republics of these people, and these republics they issued coins of their own interest, coins of their own symbol, and the coins with their saying that we are a Janapad, we are republics. They themselves are saying we are republics. Now see, this is a very, very rare and interesting coin issued by the Vrishni Janapada. And the Vrishni Janapada, they themselves are saying Vrishni Ganasya. You can read the legend if you are well versed with the Brahmi script, the archaic script, that means the script which existed during the time of Samrat Ashok and prior to that, up to the Buddha, these Guptas in the 3rd century, you will see Vrishni Gana Janapadas or Vrishni Ganasya Jayaha. Both legends are there. In Kharoshti, there is also legend. So, Janapada is a clear word. Gana. Now you see Gana, Ganasya. it is this I think genetic Ganasya Shashti का रूप है Vrishni Ganasya Jayaha. So be the Vrishni gonna be victorious. Now you see this is a syncretistic icon. In the half of it you will see a Gandasthala of an elephant, and the half of it part is comprises of a half part of lion. So this is lion and this is elephant. So and these both symbols syncretistic icon is stitched into a yupa. This is a yup in term of numismatic, because on other coins of Satvahan we get a yup of same type. Yup of Yajniya yup we get it on those coins. Now this is a line drawing of Rishni coin, and on this coin they are saying the same thing, that we are a Janapad, we are a republic. Now see, this is a very beautiful coin of Yaudheya. Now this Lord Kartikeya is shown standing with his spear on this coin, and here you can see a cock. Actually, it turned during the time of Guptas. After 4 or 600 years, peacock was a vehicle of Kartikeya. It was a Vahana of Kartikeya. But during the time of 2nd century BC, only cock was a this kukkuta was a vehicle of Bhagwan Kartikeya. Now you see on these coins, you can see the legend like this: Yaudheya Ganasya Jayaha. Jaya. This Visarga is not seen here, but it is evident from the other coins. Yaudheya Ganasya Jayaha. You know what is the meaning of the Yaudheya Ganasya Jayaha. Okay. So this type of this Panini has mentioned, even Patanjali, you must be well versed with Patanjali. So they have made a mention of these Yaudheyas, and they are warlike people, they are fighting people. So these Yaudheyas earlier they were in Pakistan, then they came to Punjab and settled in the area of Haryana. Now the other side of this Yaudheya coin, you will see an effigy or an idol of Sheshti. In Deccan, you will see lot many properties and lot many, in a way, stories for say for this goddess Shashti. She is a goddess of infants. That means the newly born baby. She used to write their future on their forehead. So you see, these are the coins of Yavdeya Gana, and they are clearly saying that we don't have any ruler, we are a republic. Yaudheya Ganasya Jayaha, be our republic victorious. They are all the time they are saying our that Ganajanapada may get the victory. Now these are the coins from Ayodhya area, and here you will get the name of ruler, and sometimes the name of the Ganajanapada also, but Satyamitra is written here. Satyamitra Sa. That type of legend, Brahmi legend is Satyamitra Sa. It's a very beautiful coin from Hinduja Foundation. So these type of coins, they also do speak of an existence of an archaic Ganajanapada in our country. Now this is a kind of this is known as monarchical series of Ganajanapada coins. Means these are Ganajanapadas, but somehow some rulers are there, and still that Ganajanapada is a republic one. Though the ruler is there, he is a elected ruler, and as I am speaking from Pune area, near to us there is Ralegan Siddhi. You must have heard about Anna Hazareji. He is a great Gandhian philosopher, and Anna Hazareji of the opinion that there must be a right to recall the representative, the local representative. We can have that right to recall them. That type of right to recall the ruler was existed in the monarchical Janapadas. That means, for say, if the Panchal ruler, this Bhanumitras, is getting himself as an autocratic ruler, the Janapada or the Vishwasta Mandal or the Panchayat, as we call it as, they were having the power to recall that ruler and dethrone him. You don't rule, please. We shall get new ruler from fresh stock, and you follow, either you follow the republic values or you give your resignation. That type of things were there. Now this is a very beautiful silver coin from my collection, that is of Kuninda rulers. They were in the Kangra Valley of the eastern part of Himalaya, sorry, southern part of Himalaya, that means Himalaya facing to us, that part. That area, these rulers were, this goddess is seen here, this deer or deer like animal is seen here, and they are saying Kunindasya, Amoga Bhutisya Raja Kunindasya. Now you see, these Kuninda, they were also very powerful clan, they were also very powerful republic during that time. Now see, now this is the latter part of our talk, that means the very city states. Now these were the cities. Kapisha was a city, Pushkalavati was a city in Afghanistan, Pakistan. Varanasi, you know about Banaras, Khaike Pan Banaras wala. Then Kaushambi, Eran in Madhya Pradesh, Mahishmati in Madhya Pradesh, Ujjain, Vidisha, Bhadravati, Magamukhe was in Deccan. So all these city states, they were having a city with a democratic set of values, a democratic administrative system, and how you will ask me how sir you are saying that they were democratic. There are several references in the parallel literary works as well as their coins, they speak for themselves. Now see, this is a coin from Iran, Vidisha, and you will get an inscription Vedisaya, a coin of a Vidisha dynasty from this is evident from this Brahmi script. They themselves are saying this is a exclusively coin of Vidisha. For say this is a exclusively coin of Mangalore. This is exclusively coin of Bengaluru. This is exclusively coin of Chennai. So that Chennai area was it was ruled by the local administrative system with the democratic principle with the Janatantra. Now see, this is Kuraraya, one of the interesting coin. Kuraraya, it was from Madhya Pradesh. This is very unique and rare coin from Deccan. This was a Bharukacha. Actually, Bhadoch was a very wealthy port during the ancient time, right from the up to the 4th century AD, that is up to the Gupta period. Bhadoch was a very flourishing harbor, very flourishing trade in a way harbor of Deccan. And this extremely rare coin speaks of a Brahmi legend Bharukacha, clearly saying that here we are having a rule of city-state that is known as Bhadoch, that is known as Bharukacha in ancient text. Now see, they are clearly saying there is no mention of any Janapada like thing, but still these are city Janapadas, city states, and they clearly speak about their own ideas, their own motives. This Bhagwan Mahakal is showing handling one small thing in his artifact in his hand, a kamandalu here. You can see the small kamandalu here. So they were Shaivites in a way, rather they were following Shaivism possibly, or they were a staunch devotee of Bhagwan Shiva. Therefore, they have shown Mahakal or Bhagwan Shiva on their coins. But the legend itself speaks of the very existence of their being their city-state in the ancient times. There is no name of any ruler. There is no name of any other thing on those coins. Now, say this is a coin from Mahishmati, that is in MP. You must have heard about Ahilyabai Holkar. She was from Maheshwar, Mahishmati. So they are clearly saying, where a coin of Mahishmati city, where a coin of Mahishmati Nagara Rajya, city-state, where a coin of Mahishmati Nagara Rajya. So that itself speaks about the very existence of democratic things in the ancient times. They were Janatantra, self-ruling people, they were there. Now, once again, we shall talk about the concept of this very talk, and this is the last slide. You see, India is having an uninterrupted tradition of approximately 2,600 years of metallic money, that is coins. And these coins issued by the Janapadas, the Paura Janapada, that is city-states, and Nigama, are lesser studied as compared to the other series of Indian numismatics. These authentic and unchanged records of our ancient past clearly speaks about the very existence of Gana Janapada, that are ancient republics evident even from the Greek literature, Roman literature, Buddhist Jatakas, the Jain literature, Samavayanga Sutra and all others, the Prakrut literature, the archaic literature, even the Shangam literature of Tamil Nadu. So these all republics are evident with the contemporary literature as well as their metallic money. They themselves speak about their archaic existence of Janatantra through their legends and symbols. As we have seen, the Yaudheya Ganasya Jayaha, Vrishni Ganasya Jayaha, these coins, they do support the theories propounded by the great scholars like K.P. Jaiswal, Altekar, Vasudev Sharan Agrawal. These great scholars, great Indian scholars, they have propounded the theory of ancient Indian republics. And one of my friend from ZNU presently is working on the things that how these ideas were co-current in the 16 Mahajanapadas also. So, with this, respected sirs and friends, I would like to thank you all, especially the Honorable Registrar of the Svyasa University, that is Shivashankar Sai S. Sir, the Dean of Academics, Professor Ramesh MN, who is very nice to me. He had a very nice, lucid way of talking with the people. A very nice fellow. Definitely, I haven't seen him personally. When I shall be at Bangalore, would definitely see him personally. And respected registrar sir also. Srimati Jintu K has also helped me for all these talks. And you see, all respected head of the departments, and you all dear students, I thank you very much. I also thank the authorities of Indian Council for Historical Research, Dr. Raghavendra Tamwar sir, the member secretary Dr. Umesh Kadam, the very president of University Grants Commission, the member secretary of University Grant Commission, and once again you all for giving me this nice opportunity to have a dialogue with you and patient listening, very keen listening. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you very much for the wonderful talk. I'm sure that each one of
Thank you,
these Janapadas or each one of these coinages, I think you will be able to talk on them for hours together. I know you had to
Yeah,
make
sir.
it concise. Yeah, thank you very much, sir. I'll just ask our students if they have any question for Professor Prabhune.
Sure, sir, sure.
Anybody?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your very informative
Thank you,
talk. I just want
My
to know,
pleasure,
you
sir.
said that since 2,500 years we have been having these coins. So this metallurgy existed that time? These are copper
Yeah,
coins?
sir.
or what?
Very important point, sir, you raised. Actually, that type of metallurgy existed right from the Indus Valley civilization also, dating back to 3000 BC, and that means 5000 years back, because we are having metallic mirrors at Harappan civilization, sir.
Was it only copper or other panchaloha, what they call it?
Yeah, sir. At the time of Harappan, we get only the bronze and copper, not even gold also, but not the iron. Iron invented in 1000 BC. And these
Oh.
coins we are having right from the 8th century BC, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, sir, I thank you again. Thank you very much for the wonderful talk, sir. I also take this opportunity and on behalf of our Honorable Registrar, I would
Yeah.
like to invite you to our university whenever you are here in Bangalore. Please
Be
do.
my pleasure, sir.
Yes, sir. We have a lot of other things also to discuss. We were just discussing with our registrar. I'll just give you a call after this meeting. But
Oh.
thank you very much for taking your time out. I know you also said that there was some emergency kind of situation in your
Yeah.
family, but still you made it. I thank you very much. Sir, since you are not here physically, we would have liked to honor you. But the only thing what I can do now, as per the instructions of our registrar and vice chancellor, we will be sending over just a memento, a very a nominal thank you gift to you by post. I thank you again, and I also thank our registrar, Professor Shivashankar Sai sir, and also all the students. I know they have You've all been very enthusiastic in listening to the talk, and I'm sure that we will have one more talk when you visit here, and we also have a humanities department. So we
Yeah.
look forward to a much deeper collaboration with our yoga and humanities department and yourself. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
My pleasure.
We'll close the session with the Shanti Mantra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukhabhat bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Namaste, sir.
Thank you, sir.